Oh, it's sunny. Oh, it is sunny. I haven't got any more words for the song. It's Mario Sunshine.
It's Mario Sunshine.
Welcome back to everybody.
I am buzzing for
your
this.
latest Regemerate series.
It's Super Mario Sunshine, baby!
Super Mario Sunshine.
Oh, and it's the one on the Wii, and it looks on the Wii.
The Wii.
Restart. Take two.
Take two.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Super Mario Sunshine on Regemerate, and we're playing the Mario remake.
The Mario free. Take three.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Regemerate.
It's the Mario 3D All-Stars version.
There we go.
On the Switch of Mario Sunshine, but I'm playing, as you may hear here, with a GameCube controller, with my GameCube controller adapter.
It looks gorgeous and
it looks gorgeous and widescreen. Now, as you can see, there's already some save files. So we're going to go to number C, or letter C. Get rid of that.
Erase.
Erase this data. Edit point for me. I just need to quickly turn it up on my end. Now we're cooking with fireballs. Are we ready?
I am so ready. You suggested this the other week that we were going to play this.
Yes.
And I have literally not stopped thinking about it since you said it, because while I have never played this game, I have watched many, many iterations of people playing it, including you.
I did. A long-time Regemerate lore fans will know I played this on my Twitch channel back in the day.
Yes, and I enjoyed that, and I've watched, again, many, many wonderful YouTubers play this game, and it is not only, as I could imagine, it's a delight to play, it's a delight to watch. So I'm very excited.
It is. It's a controversial Mario game to some, which we'll get into.
I was going to say, I still don't know as to why, but yes, we'll get into that later.
But I have a very soft spot for this game. It's my 3D Mario of choice. Mostly because it was the first one I was properly like into. So obviously I played Mario 64 around some like friend's house. Again, I think I've mentioned before that the Nintendo 64 was this like weird foreign concept thing to me. That was just this crazy illusion of a console. Whereas the GameCube, my cousin Cameron had one, and I was obsessed with the bloody thing.
Oh, look how gorgeous it looks.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Like the art style for this, it still holds up to this day.
One of my favourite things is I really like their like hot weather outfits. I like their short sleeves. I like Peach's cap sleeve dress. It's just good.
It's just a delight. The whole game is just a delight.
There's just a real thing about Mario games, and that sounds like such a whatever sentence, but do you know what? You know what I mean? I just always feel like proper,
polished.
That's the word.
There's a creative polish to the whole thing. Now, apologies to anyone who isn't aware of Mario Sunshine, but there's some Mario games in the bottom left corner showing its history. Mario Sunshine famously starts, especially for Mario Sunshine speedrunners, Mario Sunshine starts with a fuck ton of cutscenes that are unskippable. So, bless you.
Thank you. Sorry.
Unprofessional. So, when my cousin, when we used to play this, me and my cousin, he didn't have a memory card for his GameCube for like half a year, maybe longer. So whenever we wanted to play Mario Sunshine, we would have to play this bit like over and over and over and over and over again. So this whole game is just like, I'm so intimately familiar with it, and it just brings me like this wonderful nostalgic joy. I love how the game controls. I feel like Mario's movement in this game is so good. Like it always felt really like fluid and like snappy to control in a way that like people who are really good at Mario 64 will say. Do you want to hear my explanation again? No. People who are really into Mario 64 will say that about Mario 64. But I always found I love Mario 64, but I always found it a little clunky in retrospect. Whereas I think this still feels good to use to this day.
Mario 64 also looks really difficult. Personally,
it is difficult.
I think what I like, and especially I like it when they've grouped them all together, is obviously each major Mario game per console. So obviously 64 for the 64, this for the GameCube, and then Mario Galaxy for the Wii.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a real evolution.
Yeah.
Like, you can really see like the evolution of man going through 3 games and the consoles, and I feel like it's just a wonderful. I don't know. I feel like if like aliens came to this planet and you kind of wanted to show them sort of what video games are and the evolutions of them, I think this lot, and then obviously I'm assuming Galaxy 2 was like Wii U-ish.
Galaxy 1 and Galaxy 2 were just on the Wii.
Yeah. And then obviously you've got Odyssey for the Switch, which is
3D World was the Wii U like 3D Mario game.
I don't mind 3D World. I quite like it.
I love 3D World. It's a great game. It's not an explorative Mario game. Can I? No, I can't remember. No, I can't. Am I stuck with fucking? Interesting.
What are you trying to do?
The Oh no, I think that's fine. Sorry, I thought the things were inverted for a second, but they're not.
Maybe you can change it.
Yeah.
Later. I'm just like, again, I have no like nostalgic ties to this, but I just love watching people play this game. I could watch a million series of people
me too.
playing this game. I just find it oddly really relaxing.
It's a very relaxing. This is one of my This is one of my anxiety games.
Like, you've turned this on and I've instantly just gone.
It's one of my anxiety games where if I'm having a bit of a bad day, I can put this on, I can play through it, and I just feel like at home.
Not banged up abroad.
You're going to jail.
You're going to jail.
Regemerate bingo card. Have we started the timer for this episode?
Look, I was getting into the opening cutscene, okay?
Okay, so this one might be longer than half an hour, folks, but it's fine because the actual content of the episode hasn't even started yet. So the timer starts now.
That's what I was doing. So
very smart.
My first, I say quote-unquote introduction to this game, not really, was as in my very wiggly, zigzaggy introduction to most games, is Mario Kart on the Wii. Obviously, there's quite a lot of like Delfino Square and Mario Sunshine references.
Yes.
And I was just kind of like, hey, these like beach and sun levels are fun. They're nice. These are great. And now, like, retroactively, I remember the first time I watched a series of someone playing Mario Sunshine, I was like, that's where you come from.
And the Piantas, for example, here, haven't shown up for ages. But somebody spotted them. Overruled! Somebody spotted them riding a kart in the Mario Kart World gameplay. So the Piantas are back, baby.
I'm so excited for that.
Right,
they do yap a lot. And
they do. There's like basically very few cutscenes in the rest of the game, but the game is front loaded with so much yapping.
While they're yapping, so let's think of the main one. So out of 64, Sunshine, Galaxy 1, Galaxy 2, and Odyssey, how would you rank those in order, 1 to 5?
What, from personal enjoyment?
Personal enjoyment, yes.
Sunshine, Odyssey, Galaxy 1, Galaxy 2, 64. But that is like, everything is still on like the positive scale. It's very much, there's very minor gaps between all of them, really. It's just down to like mostly it's down to how good I am. I'm just very bad at Mario 64 and I want to be better at it because game recognizes game, you know, and I understand its history. I think that Mario 64 is maybe the most important game ever made. But I'm also like rubbish at it.
I think the problem is as well is that we watch another excellent YouTuber on the platform, Summoning Salts.
Yes.
Not that they'd ever be watching our videos, but if you are, we literally, the day that your videos come out, we literally send them to each other, just like, oh my god, something to watch when we get home. They do a lot of like videos on 64 speed runs. Yeah. So you watch them and you're like, yeah, that looks like such an easy game to play. I could do that. And then you get hold of it and you're like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's a tough cookie.
Oh, this banger.
Right, okay, so here's our entrance to the first level. Bianco Hills. There's something wrong. There's something wrong. My like Mario Sunshine muscle memory is telling me that these controls are inverted, even though it's, or maybe I need them to be inverted. I think I could do it if I had the Pro controller hooked up.
Yeah, but then that wouldn't be correct.
No, but I mean, I can. There's like a settings thing that I can get.
Oh, I
that I can
see.
access. I believe.
Are you excited to play this game with the GameCube controller when it turns up?
I'm playing it with a GameCube controller.
I don't know why, for some reason in my brain, I thought you were playing it with an N64 controller.
No, I'm using an official GameCube controller wired in. I have a GameCube controller turning up for the Switch too, but yeah, it would make it like no different.
Oh yeah, you've got the Smash. You've got the Smash one.
Yeah, that's how I'm playing it. It's how I played it on my Twitch version of this as well.
Look, we've just eaten a big lasagna. Okay, my brain is scrambled and 90% pasta. That shot at the beginning of this game where it's like the wavy heat and that Mario, so good. I forgot to say at the time.
Right, we've got to chase after this fella. Now, what makes this easier, and the reason why it's better to play as a GameCube controller, is if you played this with the
way he picks up Peach
Pro
is hilarious, by the way.
Bye. The Pro controller and also the Switch itself do not have analog triggers. So before we go after Shadow Mario, as you can see, or at least you can see off on here, I can very mildly holding in the right trigger. So I can like spray while I'm running, but if I click the trigger all the way in, I stop in place. Stopping in place is kind of like, I think they're assigned to different buttons, but there's like but it's harder to like do this whole like chasing after while spraying them thing that you can do with the analog triggers. Oh, shit, I was hoping to get in before I got to this bit. And like, I know it's on separate buttons on the Pro controller, but like, I'm so used to how the game feels with a GameCube controller. I just don't know if I can play this like any other way. Alright, let's get after him.
I think the beautiful thing about this game as well, and this is gonna make me sound like such a like wanky art student, so forgive me. This game I feel like is such peak. Like back when Nintendo had like really like maximalist, colourful design. Yeah. This game is like the ultimate testament to that.
Yes.
So obviously the 64 had a nice design, but that was still obviously quite limited to what it needed to be. But just the way, like, I love the way that the text comes up in this game, and
yeah, it's the like early noughties vacation vibes.
Yes, what was it about like beach games, beach episodes, everything in the noughties? I don't know why.
They love the beach. They love the beach. I think I kind of mildly touched on it in an Ape Escape episode, but like there's a video I saw on YouTube. I can never remember who made it, but like they talked about the obsession with beach levels in early noughties games. I think a lot of it is to show it's mostly just to show off that like do water better now, but it's also like it helps this feeling of like escapism, like the sense of escapism in a video game setting.
I miss early noughties optimism. Actually, no, well, it was less less optimistic after a certain time, but
yeah.
There was a yeah, there's something about late 90s, early noughties optimism that I feel like we need a bit of that right now.
We do. While the world goes to toffee.
Yeah. But at least we have Mario Sunshine. These things are like they're made out of delicious marble chocolate.
Yeah, it's like a melted Easter egg. Right, I think he has one more in him, doesn't he? If memory serves. Oh, no, that's later on. Yeah, get ready to see that piranha plant style enemy come up over and over again.
I will. Is there anything about this game that you don't like?
Yes, but we'll get to it.
Okay.
Fun fact, you can see over there, you've got Peter Piranha chilling at the top of the windmill.
Yeah.
And he's got a shine sprite above him. That's the next level. If I wanted to, which I'm not going to, I could long jump over here, and I could now just like make my way over to the top and get that instead of this one. But then I'd have to play this level all over again, and that would be silly.
Is that a speedrun strat?
I don't know if it is. I don't know if it actually saves any time, but it's just an interesting little feature
That was nice.
that they don't really have in like many other levels. A lot of the levels are quite linear, and it's not like, because in Mario 64, like you can get different stars in like the versions of the levels that they don't apply to.
Yes.
Whereas this, I think that this is one of the only instances where that's the case. Apart from like you can get a shine for getting 100 coins in each level.
Yes. I was going to ask something. I've forgotten now.
Okie dokie.
I had a really good question.
By your own standards, very good question.
How dare you?
How bloody dare you?
Gonna bother me.
That's fine. We'll circle back to it, as they say in marketing.
I work in marketing, and yes, we do say that. I hate it. I hate it so much. Not marketing, not my job. I love my job. I hate phrases.
Yeah,
It's like blue. I've been in
annoying
meetings where
lingo.
people unironically have said things like blue sky thinking and
grim.
ugh. What was another one? The other day I caught myself saying top line numbers,
Yeah.
and everyone looked at me and I was like, I am so sorry.
Or what's the other one? KPIs.
I thought that is a thing that you have to do annoyingly
I don't. It's not my job.
because you're a creative.
My job is actually doing the work. Sorry. Not you.
Wow.
Not you. Not you, but within my industry. Oi.
It's really annoying me. I forgot what that question was because it was really good. Anyway, so I feel like I'm doing an interview. So you mentioned earlier that this game is controversial.
Yes.
Would you care to explain why?
Well, it's the water pack on my back that's controversial. So much of the game is built around the flood, and the fact that like the levels aren't quite as, like I mentioned earlier, like the level before was maybe one of the only instances where you can get a shine out of order. Well, because obviously Mario 64 allowed you quite a lot of freedom in that regard. So that like people, there's a delay. There's a delay going on here. Mario 64 offered a lot more freedom, and some people claim that Mario 64 has better movement than Mario Sunshine. I disagree, but like that's a pretty common opinion. And I think people didn't like the fact that like Mario Sunshine kind of takes place in its own, like in Aldorfino is so different to like anything else in the Mario world. Like Mario 64 still keeps itself pretty locked into like pre-established like Mario shit, whereas outside of like, you know, you see some booze and stuff later on, this more or less does its own thing like all the way through the game. But I like it. I think I've always, again, I never know if it's just because this was my first proper 3D Mario, but like I look past a lot of what could be considered criticisms of this game, and I just kind of accept this game for its weird little wonderful self. You know,
Well, it's the flagship game. It's the flagship Mario game for the GameCube, so you can't exactly argue that it's sort of as bad as it. Because I've seen people in instances where people straight up hate this game.
Yeah, a lot of people genuinely think it's a bad game, and I cannot get behind that that mindset. It makes no sense to me.
I just remembered what my question was going to be.
What was it?
So why is it in this version when you get a shine, it just says shine, but in some versions it says shine get?
It only says shine get in the Japanese version.
Is that a translation thing, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I think it is purely a translation thing.
Interesting.
Like shine get doesn't make any sense in like English, so it's just better that it says shine. Of course, you're only yawning now. Dang it.
I hate his belly button in this. I think it's gross when it gets to the bit where you see his belly button.
He's being weirdly difficult. Now this is weirdly, I don't know if it's like the Switch version or something. I was having this issue, I vaguely remember, on the Twitch playthrough.
What, trying to get...
Yeah, like I feel like he seems to be moving around a lot more than he used to. Oh! There you go.
That'll do.
Let's try this again.
I like Petey Piranha. I feel like he's getting a lot more representation nowadays. I do like something I like that Nintendo are doing nowadays is like bringing back these kind of older obscure characters. Like when they brought back Pauline, I was gassed. But they're bringing back, they are bringing back people like Petey Piranha and, just kind of. I'm sure there's other instances.
I wonder if Petey Piranha will come back in Mario Kart World. I believe his only other Mario Kart appearance was Double Dash.
It makes sense. He's like a very good heavy character.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see him again. Oh, you little fuckers. These guys, Swoop and Stews, as they're called.
Swoop and Stews.
Swoop and Stew. So that he never used to turn his back on you. Yeah, I need to look into this. I need to look into the potential how to reverse these inverted controls because it don't feel right to me. Something feels squiffy. There we go.
I also like that a lot of Mario and Zelda as well, bosses have like a 3
hit structure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
sliding around in his blood.
keeps it consistent.
I remember the first time I was playing Ocarina of Time and it was no, what's the dinosaur you fight at the beginning in the Goron cave?
The Dongo.
The Dongo, that's it. And I got it in 3 and I was like, I am the best gamer that's ever existed. And then I realised it's just all of them.
That's everybody, baby.
The only 3D Mario I've finished, so I haven't played any of this. I'm too scared to play 64. I've done a fair chunk of Galaxy, which is delightful. But the only one I've actually finished is Odyssey on the Switch. And let me tell you, I exaggerate a lot. That game actually changed my life.
In what sense?
In a good sense. In a sense that I was just like, oh my God. Just in a way that I'm just like, fuck, wow, games. And also just kind of was a really good, proper intro to like the Switch. And again, Mario for me was always fun little like silly side games. So like Mario Kart and, I never really played Smash, but it was always just kind of like there as like a mascot with a couple of little games that I played. And I feel like that was the first, it sounds daft for such a late in the game thing, but we know this about me by now. I was just kind of like, oh my God, like this range of games is insane.
Yeah, that's the thing I always like about Mario. Like Mario, for the most part, his games are always kind of constantly evolving. They have like similarities, but there's like the kind of core mechanics are sort of refined, but like the situations that he's placed in.
And that's what I was saying earlier. Like, if you were going to
different.
introduce an alien to games, you would show them this kind of progression.
Yeah. Oh, there goes my flood.
See ya.
Now, these are the ones that people would consider, like, these were always like the... Critically, back in the day, people would always be like, these are the levels we want to see. Like, there's more of them because there's no flood. And I was always like, yeah, I get it. But, like, as a kid, these are the ones that frustrated me the most because... The thing is, when you're playing with the flood for the whole time, you start to become a bit more... You become a lot more like...
nails down.
Become like a bit more reliant on it. Sorry?
Yeah, don't you need to bash the nails down?
You can if you want to. Some of them have lives in them. I can't remember which ones do. Maybe
how do you feel about the inevitable Chuckster level?
Not very... I'm not looking forward to it. I basically know how you're supposed to do that, but sometimes the games will still fuck you up. But
yeah,
again,
like
that's still a long, long way away.
It is. It doesn't feel... Every time I've seen someone play, it doesn't feel like it has a structure. It's just a...
It's all about the camera angles.
Yeah.
The camera angle you're at. Okay. Right. I had a feeling this was going to be an issue. There was a very mild controller delay here. And this isn't me blaming my tools. But there is a very brief delay that is these levels in particular might make this a little bit of a tricky boy.
A little bit of a tricky boy. How do you think I'd get on with this game? Because I know I don't think I'd get on with 64.
You'd be fine with this game. Oh, you little shit.
He says.
No, you'd be fine with it. Like all platform games, you'd be fine at any game. You just kind of got to give it your best shot, haven't you? Got to give it the old college try, you know?
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah, and Mario Sunshine is a good game for platformer beginners. Like, there's some tough as nails parts of it, but for the most part, it's not that hard of a game. There's some bullshittery to be found, for sure.
If you were to do, like, so say...
Oh, you little fucker.
Yeah, that was bullshittery. So say like I woke up tomorrow memory wiped. I was like, I wanna like get into games. I wanna get into platform games specifically. And you had to give me 3 to be like, right, play through these.
Oh, wait, okay, so you want me to... Right, sorry. That's a big-ass fucking question.
I know.
Yeah, I'll have to come back to you on that.
Okay.
Okay. I will have to come back to you on that.
I'll have to come back to you on that. But like platformer specific, because I was going to ask all games, but that is...
Yeah, all games is also mental, but platformers specifically.
Okay.
Like, I mean, yeah, like Mario 64 would be one. In terms of like, you fucker. Like fundamentals of 3D platforming. I can't tell if I've ever got a game over on this bit, so something's amiss. I don't know if it's just like I don't know if it's like a whole thing with the capture software, but maybe we'll see.
Maybe you're just rusty.
Maybe I'm just shit.
Well,
maybe I'm just bad at games.
There's always that.
I was wondering if it was a TV problem as well. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know if this is a Mandela effect thing either, but I feel like on the GameCube you press Y to swap the flood around and not X. But I might be making that up.
So what, you can't go back and do that level you just tried to do now?
Sorry?
You can't go back and do that, or can you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, why would you not be able to do it?
I don't know, because you died.
Yeah, well, you just get locked out. What, you get soft locked from finishing the game?
Yes.
Yeah.
That one running around the tree is me.
In what scenario?
Running around a tree.
Oh, just no other needs.
No other need for a scenario.
Right, okay, we're going to test something. I'm going to press... Right. I'm going to say right trigger as I press the right trigger, and if the water comes out as well. So, right trigger. Okay. I'm going to press A and say jump. 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 Oh. Okay. There might not be that much for today. There's like something. It's like the mildest thing, but sometimes, but in this game, sometimes that can be enough.
That can be enough. What's your least favorite Mario character?
Well, least favorite Mario character.
Yeah, like mainline Mario character.
Oh, I don't know. Like, I mean, I like all of them.
It surely must be one.
Like, I mean, the
like...
Koopalings are a bit shit.
Yeah, they are.
But you know, but I also don't mind them as much. I think they're a bit they were a bit overexposed in the mid 2010s. Why? Who don't you like? Who gets under your skin?
I wasn't keen on Bowser Jr. for a while.
No, he's great.
Yeah, he's grown on me.
I love Bowser Jr.
Yeah, the Koopalings kind of suck a bit. I wasn't the biggest fan of Donkey Kong for a while.
I disagree with that. He's great. Oh! This is actually mental, this.
Well, now I like, and before anyone comes and crucifies me, since I saw the new, because when I saw the new game on the Switch 2 Direct, and if you haven't watched it yet, this is spoilers, but also, why haven't you watched it yet?
I think, yeah. I would assume if you're watching this, you know what Donkey Kong Bonanza is. Hey.
Yeah, but when I saw it was a Donkey Kong game, I was like, oh, am I fussed? And then when I started watching it, I was like, okay, all right. Oh no, Diddy Kong. Fuck Diddy Kong. He's weird. I don't like.
Oh yeah, you don't like Diddy Kong.
I don't like Diddy Kong. He's weird. I don't like him in a crop top.
I'd still consider him more a Donkey Kong character than a Mario character.
True, but he's often included in the roster.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It gives me the ick. I can't explain it.
Oh, right. I'm gonna treat this with a degree of patience. Not when I try and rush this shit. So let's. Oh no.
Ooh, baby.
I feel like I'm gonna get roasted so bad. Like.
Yeah.
We're gonna put my oh no wait, it might be removed from Twitch by the time this goes up because of the fact they're getting rid of highlights.
Oh yeah.
I've got an archive it somewhere. I promise this ordinarily does not get fucking hell, this ordinarily does not give me any issue, this level at all.
I mean, this is our video. We could just edit this whole bit out.
Yeah, but you know
do it first time.
But the whole bit with Regemerate is that we don't edit our videos really.
No, I know.
Oh dear. Right, okay, let's try it again.
You know what? This is this is accessible. You're showing people what the level is.
You're showing people that even the greats, even the giants can fall. Sometimes. It's really frustrating though, because I like to think of myself as being very good at this game. There's a load of levels in this game that people really struggle with that I... Like the Sandbird, for example. I've never had an issue with that level. And that's a big one for a lot of people in terms of like...
Come back to this when you're...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with this, like, yeah, some of the secret levels, as these are known, they're like some of the hardest parts of the game, right? This is fucking easy mode, and I don't know why I'm having such an issue with it all of a sudden. I don't think I've ever got a game over on it. I've got 2 of them.
Maybe you're nervous to perform for a crowd.
Maybe. It's just a bit shite. Oh, I couldn't even make that basic jump now. What's going on?
Take a breath. In and then out.
Right, let's try this again. All right, vamp for me. I'm gonna go silent mode. Focus.
Cool. So, here's the top 10 reasons why I don't like Diddy Kong. Number 1 is it doesn't look like he's wearing a crop top. It looks like he's just wearing a top that he had when he was a kid, and it's too small and it looks weird. Number 2, I bet he smells like Lynx body spray. He looks like that kind of annoying person that doesn't really shower properly and he smells like Lynx. Number 3, he looks like he would ask to borrow money and then never give it back to you.
It's that fucking thing. It's not recognizing the A button when I want to do the second jump. It's fucking irritating me. Sorry.
Number 4, he looks like he'd be a really picky eater and make it really awkward when you go to a restaurant and he just wants like nuggets and fries when you're supposed to be having a nice meal out. Number 5, it looks like he never learnt to drive purely just because he couldn't be bothered. But now he expects lifts and never gives you money for petrol.
I give you money for petrol.
That wasn't a dig at you. You never needed to learn to drive. Anyway. Number 6, his hat is stupid. I don't trust people that wear caps. I don't look good in caps, and therefore I do not like it when other people do.
His cap has the Nintendo logo on it.
Well, then he's Number 7, he's a brand slave. Number 8, why does he have a tail and Donkey Kong doesn't? Did you steal it? That's not fair. That's just showing off assets that you have that others don't. That's very insensitive. Number 4. No. Number 9. He looks...
Oh my god!
Number 9. He looks like he'd try and leave edgelord memes on sort of like Twitter comments, such as like the Soy Jack face and the Pepe meme. And number 10, I just think he'd have bad breath. He looks like he'd have really bad, like, morning breath all the time. That's like really hot and gross. And that's my 10 reasons. Don't ask me to repeat them because I can't remember them. You agree with these reasons?
Most of them. I wasn't really listening.
Okay.
Apart from the one where it sounded like you were having a go at me.
I wasn't having a go at...
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
See? Top 10 reasons why you hate Diddy Kong is restorative to all.
Okay, so slagging off Diddy Kong will save us in the future. Put
Diddy Kong.
Put that in your back pocket. And
you know what? That's
smoke
a great place. Now you finally achieved that. That's a great place to end this episode.
Let me look at the timer. I don't believe your words. I don't believe your lies.
Well, don't forget that I wasn't timing.
One more.
Ugh. You asked me to time and you ignore my timers. I do not feel valued in this business relationship.
Well, you shouldn't. I'm not paying you. I'm not paying you to... I'm just not paying you.
I would like to be paid, please.
Do you accept Mars bars?
Yeah.
Okay. Starting from now, put it in writing. I will buy you a Mars bar for every episode of REGEMERATE.
Right, so we put out 26 episodes so far, so...
Oh, fuck. No, it's not a retroactive thing.
Oh, come on!
I'll get you a multi-pack tomorrow.
I wish my actual salary was in Mars bars.
You say that, somebody from your work is going to hear this, and then you're going to get no money.
No.
You can't... No, we're not going to be able to pay our rent with Mars bars.
I don't know. Well, if it was Star bars...
Oh, you fucker.
We might be alright.
Why, does the landlord like Star bars?
They do.
Interesting.
As I have heard in passing.
I've also heard such things. REGEMERATE law experts will already know who our landlord is. But we'll never tell. Wait.
That actually makes it sound really bad, like we're like Nepo's not paying rent. We are 100% paying rent.
Oh, we are definitely
paying
fucking paying
rent.
rent. Fucking hell.
But we've got a landlord.
When you know
that
our
isn't a
landlord is, we shouldn't be paying rent at all. Hey, there we go.
But we are.
That was
like,
a joke. If you're listening, you're not watching this, but even if you are,
Yeah.
there was a joke. Okay.
But we actually have a landlord that isn't a parasite, which is a rarity. So we're clinging on to that.
Oh, Mario, you dick.
One more. You're saying one more. One more what?
One more level.
Oh.
Yeah, this one.
No,
doesn't...
Reece, it's time to go to bed now.
One more
No.
go, please. As you can see, I'm seeing blue coins, but I'm not picking them up. Letting you all know, early doors, this will not be a 100% run because fuck getting all the blue coins in this game. It ain't happening, chief. Oh, I see 2 more down here, so I got this one down here. Alley up. Thank you.
I like the way he lands as well. He looks like a little kid landing right on his front. It's very adorable.
Boing. A boing. Right, this should now give me enough height to get across here. And done that. Bounce off.
The thing is, people saying about Flood, like, it teaches you to use, like, gymnastics, essentially, like acrobatics, to get across the game.
Yeah, you could. There's people who's played this game, like, basically not using the Flood at all.
I mean, that sounds insane.
Apart from when it's absolutely necessary. I think it's mostly doable.
That sounds terrifying.
Oh, have I got enough water to get up here? That's the question. That's the question. Whee. That's the thing. I just love like doing my little kicks and flips, bouncing off things. That's what I love about it. I love like the acrobatic shit.
That's what I
in
just
this
said.
game. You were talking about gymnastic stuff. I'm just saying. I'm just agreeing that I enjoy it.
Well, you're not allowed to.
For the most part, I'm not listening to you, Gemma. I'll be real with you. You're there for the audience, not for me. Cut this bit out.
That's how it feels.
It was a joke.
Right, now it's time to go to bed.
But waha. Bye, everyone.
Goodbye. We'll be having discussions later.
Discussions.
Bye.
Oh shit! I clapped before I needed to go. Bye.
Bye.